I am autistic. I am from Cape Town, and my new interest is making videos. So if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, like and share. And if you need more info, you can look in the description. So yeah, that's the area I grew up in, or in 1983. Or 1983 December we moved away from here. Whoa! And just taking a drive around. Yeah, that's the park. Wait, I think I must get a different view of the park. Let me go down here. Butte Road. Where I grew up. Wow. So the house on the right in front of or next to the blue car, that's where I moved to in 1972. Wow. Okay, let me go. I was planning to go drive in the kind of other areas, but today I'm here. This is a high school called Weinberg, and in the book Chicken Legs Alone's Way, this is where we used to come and rollerblade and ride with the bicycles. Before the school was built back in 1970, I'm not sure when, but when I was a kid, I think I was already in 1977, it wasn't built yet, and I can remember playing here on the open field. It was one open field, and then they built the school. So yeah, I'm gonna do a trip down to the ocean now, just for driving a bit to relax. This morning I woke up and it wasn't a great feeling. You know, being autistic, there's this continuous disconnect with everybody, and it's not nice. So instead of visiting friends, and I just drive around. However, what I did now, I went to visit my primary school principal who still lives in the area, and unfortunately he had a stroke, so he couldn't remember everything. He could just remember my father was in school with him, but it was still fun to go there and talk a little bit. Eventually he could remember vaguely my brother and me a little bit from primary school, but not any details. So I'm gonna go to Muizenberg now, and then I'm gonna drive along the beach past Khayelitsha, then on the N2 back to Cape Town. on the left we have an area called Parkwood. But it doesn't show in there. This is one of the areas that the government put aside for the I don't know, for all the people that kicked out of the old areas, the white areas, so they put them in the council accommodation. Not very good quality, and now it's quite not the safest places. And along this road you will see much. I'm not gonna go in there, but along this road, I should stop doing that, saying stuff and not going in there. I just need to figure out how to go in there and be safe, because I don't know the places, and my wife said I should rather not go in there alone if I don't know where I'm going, because it could be like they do hijacking and all kinds of things there. Not Parkwood per se, but some of these areas are quite known for gangs and hijacks and killings and everything. Lavender Hill. Sounds so beautiful, the name, Lavender Hill. Also one of the very low budget areas. Very sad what happened in Cape Town. I guess it's in many countries, like I think America also have these areas of poverty. I think South Africa and Cape Town was driven by color. Also, I mean, in America the same, but yeah. You can see some of the flats, the building from here, but I won't be driving in there today, because I'm scared I'm gonna take a wrong turn and get lost. But don't worry, I'm making a plan to get in there sometime and give you a show, because I think there's not much videos on YouTube about this. It's like in Brazil you have the favelas, and in Cape Town we have the Cape Flats, with all the flats in the flats. It's quite funny with the gangsters and everything. So the next robot or area, what do they call it, traffic signal. Sometimes, I'm not sure if it's still there, but there was a sign here that says, you know, be careful for hijacking and smash and grab. So at the next traffic signal that you're coming to, but we see the Table Mountain Range here on the side. It goes about 50 kilometers down to the south. They have a lot of cameras here now, no? For the traffic. But they have no cameras to keep the people safe. Or do they? Stop signs, red lights. Maybe if I go slow, I won't have to stop at the next one. Let's check that. I left Cape Town basically 1994, and I think in 1994 this whole area on the left was not here. This was just an open field on the left. Now it's covered with who knows what. On the right is called Marina de Gama. It was a white area, and they used to there's a small lake, or I'm not sure if it's a lake or a swamp or something in the middle, and people have their boats across there. But now it's also for everybody, and it's not too expensive here. At least it's, I mean, compared to the most expensive areas, this is in the middle. Like, you can pay 3 to 4 million a house, and on the left, this side you can pay, I think, 700-800 for a house, just to show the difference. But the houses are much smaller, and if you go further along the Atlantic seaboard, the cheapest you will get for a flat, 20 square meter flat, is 2 million. So that's to give you an idea of the unbalance here in Cape Town. So now we're at quite close to Muizenberg. I'm gonna drive along this road. I really like this road, the R310. It goes from here, past Mitchell's Plain, past Khayelitsha, which is a black area with nobody knows how many people. I guess maybe there's 1 million people in that area, I don't know. So it goes all the way down. On the right you have fynbos. In the 90s there was a many alien trees from Australia called, I think it was called rooikrans or something, acacia something, and I noticed they have cleaned it up. It's more than natural vegetation that's coming back, so that's beautiful. On the right, and this bay goes right around for more than 30 kilometers, and we're doing part of that now, driving. I like this road, it's quite a nice road. Khayelitsha, called POLO Drive. Most people are going in the other direction because they go to the beach, and mostly the beaches with some restaurants and pools, Muizenberg and restaurants, and where they can park is more on that side. This spot is more wild part. I hope there's a parking, but that's further that way. I can just take a drive into that area so you can see a little bit of the ocean. It's called False Bay. There we go. That's the False Bay. So for the POLO GTI that I'm driving, 2022 model, I discovered that 6K, it changes to 6K at around about 68 kilometers per hour, and I think that is the most fuel efficient speed to go, around 68 in 6K. And that's where I am now. Actually, I'm 67. Can't go faster anyway, so we'll just go like that. Just clicked it up to 70 kilometers per hour on the cruise control, and we're doing 3.94 liters per 100 kilometer. Because it's a very flat road, you can see we're driving along the ocean, so everything is horizontal. Overtaking me. I'm going too slow. But I'm also doing this because I'm a bit it's relaxing for me to just drive along this route now, not thinking much, everything in automatic. I'll speed up a little bit. Strandfontein was one of the beaches in this region for non-whites. Just gonna go right past it. When I was a kid, I used to come here a lot with my family for the whole day. They have a small not a pool that's, I don't know what you call that, but it's a part of some walls built around in the ocean, so it's like a sea pool. This car is rattling. I'm not sure where the noise is coming from. I think it's from the door. Irritating. Check out the rainbows on the right. Beautiful. Just love this road. Further down this road you'll get Mitchell's Plain, which is quite a bad, very poor area. Actually my kids went to school in that area, so I actually like it there, and the school was quite good. And further along you get Khayelitsha, and we will see if we can see all the shanty town. It's a huge shanty town built quite close to the road. There's still a while till we get there. Speeding up a little bit. I think this is an 80 zone, but yep, on the hill. Some shanties already. These are basically small rooms built with metal sheets, zinc plate, zinc houses. In the 90s and 80s they had no electricity, but now these places also have electricity. And I think a lot of them, I'm not sure how they can be charged, because I think they get it for free, the electricity, which is cool. Check on the left, a beautiful fynbos. Wow, it's quite a beautiful area. In Cape Town or in South Africa, people move to the side and you can pass them, and you do a flick of your hazard as a thank you, and then they'll flick back with their bride sometimes. Just felt like doing a little bit of a speeding up there. This car can accelerate so fast. Wow, beautiful. on the left as we come over. It's too small, but this is Khayelitsha now. It's the ocean, absolutely beautiful down here. Falls Bay. And we will be passing Khayelitsha soon. Maybe we can see some of the housing. Yeah, there it starts now. You can see some of the shanties, the metal houses. I think these ones don't have electricity. We're in a few hundred years in the past, the way the people are living here in the same city, like 10 kilometers away. Not even, it's so different. Whoa, we have some cows. 4 cows on the left. Walking alone. Going for a Sunday afternoon stroll. Cute. Here we have more of Khayelitsha on the left. It stretches, this type of shanty houses stretches for, I don't know, a couple of kilometers that way. It's a complete dense populated area. As I said, nobody knows how many people are living there, and theoretically not so good idea to stop here now, so I'm not going to stop. But Erika is not in the mood to stop. You get some idea how it looks. Like you can see them, the housing on the left. So they do have some electricity, because I see some people have there's some poles in the middle, but at least they have electricity. So my daughters, they were in school with some kids that came from the school to Mitchell's Plain, and they lived in Khayelitsha in these houses. And the one kid was extremely clever. Wow, she was the best in the school, to be honest. That was cool. I like that. I think she's studying something at the University of Cape Town now. I'm not sure what, but you're gonna have some. Maybe as we're coming down here, you can see on the left some more shanty, so it's quite a huge area. Freeway back to Cape Town. This is the N2. Can go 120 on this one. We have Table Mountain in the distance. And some cows on the left. That's so cute. Nobody even watching. Side is more shanties. It's near the airport, and that's about the first thing you see when you get out of the airport. Very sad, but quite good that they have electricity now. Very stable. At the moment I'm doing a consumption test, so I'm doing 90 kilometers per hour on this freeway, which you can do 120, and we're on 4.5, 4.9. It's a little bit of an uphill, so I just want to test it for a longer distance. People are even going slower than me. Just get past that guy quickly. He's getting off. Nope, he's not. Why do you make like you're going? Check it at 120, the consumption. Six 5.9, 5.8, 5.6 even once. Wow, at 120. Back 90. Why 90? Because when I had my Polo 85 kilowatt Polo, we did once 90 kilometers and we were doing 4. So I just want to compare. That car is 285 kilograms lighter than this, but we were fully loaded with 5 people in it, and 90 on this exact road. Came down to 4, so the car should weigh about the same now because I'm alone. And now so it is still heavier consumption, but maybe there we got 3.6. Wow, so maybe it's about the same. And remember, this engine is still quite new, so it might get a bit looser later. New in that there's only 600 kilometers on the engine now, and that's at 4, 3.9, 3.6. Wow, so it's a 90 is good on the freeway, especially now with all the expensive petrol. Whoa. And I have no rush now. I have not in a hurry to get anywhere. highway, so just go at 90. I think it's not a big difference to 80. Let's just check. If I go 80, even better. Yep, it is a bit better at 82.9. Wow, why don't I stay at 80? Save some petrol, save some money, and see some more of the road.